Hello, everyone. This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and this is Tarot at 12. How are you all doing? It's so good to see you here. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, I want to give you a big hello. I'm so glad you discovered the show. And for those of you returning, I'm so glad to see you. We're going to go ahead and get started. I have the classic Llewellyn spread out here today with our clear quartz to open up the energy. So let us see what we've got. For anyone new here, go ahead and write your question there in the chat. I select randomly. We only have an hour, so I need to do a random selection, give you guys the best chance. But you do have the option to donate to become a priority. So keep that in mind. Big shout out to Night Reader Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get going. I guess that's all my fabulous announcements, huh? All right, my friends. Aneri, hi. Oh, JK, how are you? I am doing well. Thank you. Joanna, good to see you. High vibration. So good to see all of you. Let's see what our first question will be. I got to see what the question is before I pick a deck, don't I? Because that's how I determine. Kind of directs me in the right direction. Well, directs me in the right direction. That doesn't even make sense, does it? Joanna, how are you? Will the guy I had a crush on since January 2019 ever pursue me romantically? Okay. So we're coming up on 2 years then, right? It's, January, so not quite, but all right, so will this person ever? We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot for this one. Wizard's Tarot will tell us what we need to know. All right, Joanna's crush going to ever pursue her romantically? Let's see. All right, let's see. Wow, I'm a messy shuffler, that's for sure. There we go. All right, here's our general energy, and this is our spread. And we're going to find out what's going on. I straightened up my area today. If you were here yesterday, I was struggling, and you probably know. But I got it all set up for the sun to not bother us, and today is a gloomy, cloudy, rainy day. So there you go. I wasted that time, but whatever. All right. Oh, so your energy is Ace of Swords energy. Oh, new communication energy. What? Okay, that's awesome. Let's find out what we've got. New communication. Are you seeing what I'm flipping over first? The Two of Cups. That's about coming together. That's about harmonious joint. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, and a big yes. Yes. This is really good. If you know how to read cards, you see why I'm kind of like, wow. So yeah, our new communication is the energy. So we're talking about new communication here. So new communication, how is that affected? Well, Two of Cups. That's about coming together. That's about romance. That's about cups. So it's about love and emotion. So joining together. Notice on the other side, we have the Lovers. I mean, the Lovers, clearly, you understand what that means, right? But that's about romance, love, just having it all. What we have here in the middle is the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords is all about kind of like anxiety, being up at night, overthinking things. I think what the tarot is saying, that this is probably you. Clearly, you've been thinking about this for a long time. So, it's causing you some anxiety, things like that, which makes total sense. But look at our energy. The new communication is coming. So this anxiety is going to go bye-bye. And then look at this. Love, 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 love. New communication, new communication. So yes, I do think that you can expect some conversation coming up, and the goal is going to be to couple off. So yeah, so the cards are saying looks good. Looks good, Joanna. All righty. Well, thank you for letting me read for you. All right, we do. We have a donation. Let me see. This from Guidance Reader, but I believe you are high vibration. Let's see if my memory is working. Oh, I'm wrong. I stink. I'm wrong. Okay, let's see. Kyra, how are you? I'm trying. I just don't connect it, in the moment. Sometimes I'm just super focused. Plus, you add that to a lifelong memory issue. Okay, Kyra, thank you for your donation. This makes you priority. We're going to use Secret Tarots. We want to know, is T planning on talking to me about what happened months ago? Yeah, there's high vibration. I was wrong. It was Kyra. I'll get it one day. One day I'll get it. It's like repetition. Like anybody would have to have that to memorize, right? But for me, it means repetition times 10 or more. My brain. Think about how long it took me to learn what the tarot cards mean. If I have this kind of memory, yeah, I've spent a lot of time studying. Okay, back to this. Focus. T, what are you doing? Are you planning on talking to Kyra about what happened months ago? Do you need to resolve something? Talk it out? What's going on? Oh, boy. Let's see. There's our energy. And this is our spread. Okie dokie. Okay. Ooh, Four of Wands. That's about building a foundation. That's about, celebration because things are going well and feeling good and things need to continue to keep building. The symbolism for this, guys, the way to remember is they're building, obviously she's topless, which I don't get that, but whatever. It's wands, so growth and effort, and typically in almost all the imagery for these cards, they're building a house out of wands, and it's just starting. They have four corners, and they usually have some kind of wreath, so it's like, yay, we have a shelter. Clearly you need to build a house at some point, but that's like the first step. So that's awesome. Let's find out what's going on here, though, how it will apply. Okay. Ooh, Justice. Okay. So this foundation, what's going on here? You know what? The foundation is applying to all, as I said, but what I'm seeing here is I think, the rush to justice, I do think you're going to talk about it. I definitely see that. The justice is telling me about, obviously, fairness. Whatever happened months ago, I don't know if it was a knockdown, drag out argument, but it's certainly something's not fair, something's not even. So that decision is coming to make it even or to fix it, I guess. Here is the Knight of Wands. He's running right in. Well, he doesn't look like he's running, does it? He's the king. I'm sorry. He doesn't look like he's running, but what I meant by that is he rushes in to fix things. He knows that he's got energy, passion. He is the fixer. He is the smoother outer person. So that sounds like awesome, doesn't it? But we have our Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is telling me that this has really upset you. Obviously, you wouldn't be asking the question if it weren't, but the cards are confirming that. The Three of Swords is kind of about heartbreak, feeling upset, feeling sad. You probably felt like your foundation was broken and lost. So, that is upsetting. Clearly that's going on. But I'm thinking here with these two, what this is saying is the rush is coming in for the fairness. So what the tarot is saying is, yes, I do think that you will talk about it. This is your current state of mind, but I think it's also advice that you might not be hearing what you want to hear from this conversation. A conversation period is great, but if you're not, knocking things out or working them out or ironing them out, you know what I'm saying? We want this foundation. This applies. You're wanting it, the talking, the justice, it's coming, but be kind of prepared that it might be a little bit different than you expect. Does that make sense? Ooh, okay, Kyra. Good. I'm glad he's going to talk finally about it. I don't know how long it's been, but isn't that the worst when people don't want to talk and you're like, I need to talk about it. I don't know. Some people aren't talkers about things. My husband's not. He just wants to sit quietly and let it ruminate. I don't know. Whereas I'm, can't help it. All right, Kyra, thank you so much for the donation. I hope that goes well, hon. All right, so let us see what's next on the agenda. All righty. So let me see. JK, how are you doing? What are Leroy's Scorpio feelings for me? Ooh, Scorpio's coming up on a birthday. We are just getting to know each other. Ooh, okay. So you're just getting to know each other. What are the feelings? You know what? I was going to use that one, but no, now I changed my mind. We're going to use Tarot in Wonderland. Oh my God, you guys, my two brand new decks that I'm getting for my birthday will be here on Tuesday. Tuesday, the countdown begins. The countdown begins. All right, Leroy, what's going on? Exciting new time, just getting to know each other. I do love, that's the most fun part, you know? Okay, Leroy. Okay, let us find out what is up with that. I can strip. Boy, I'm a messy shuffler today. All right, there's our energy around this budding new relationship. Let's find out what we can find out. King of Wands. Ooh, that's a good energy. That's a really good energy for a brand new relationship. This is the King of Wands. I don't know if you just heard me talking about that in the last reading. Obviously a different deck, so a different picture. But the King of Wands, he is the one who makes things happen. Look at the imagery in here. He's balancing a snake or a lizard or whatever on his nose. And he's, got a crown. He's got his wand, and he's trying to manage the kingdom. So he's a multitasker. He is like the CEO of the company, meaning he is smart. He's intelligent. He's friendly. He's got, everybody likes him. He's a go-getter. So the energy, remember, I'm not suggesting that one of you might be a king of some foreign land. It's symbolism. So a type of person like that, that kind of energy would be a fabulous overarching energy for a budding new relationship. So let's find out. Okay, feelings. Okay, they are blooming. They are blooming. Look at this. We have our Three of Pentacles. I think things have been probably getting to know you. The getting to know you stage is going very well. And what this says, Three of Pentacles, it's about having, benefiting from one's past work. Well, what are you working on right now? You're working on getting to know each other. So what are you going to benefit from? Taking it to the next level. So right now, you're doing a great job. Remember, this is our energy. Okay, so next we have our Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is all about kind of the beginning of something. Clearly that ties in. It's a new thing. But this is also kind of working together to get to the next place. So this tells me the feelings are good. Clearly you're interested. So I can say, yeah, there's you in the boat. Who else is in the boat? Well, that's Leroy. So you guys are both wanting this. You guys are both trying to get to that other shore. Here, though, we do have our Hermit. This is kind of about, being self-reliant. So that doesn't mean necessarily like running off into the distance with your horse like our Hermit's doing right now. Doesn't mean somebody's leaving. But this is also advice for the tarot. Even though Mr. King of Swords, King of Wands is setting the tone and setting the energy, which means, great things, building this theoretical, symbolic company. You still need to be able to rely on yourself. This is not something that you want to get lost in. It's easy to do in the beginning of a relationship. So this is about, remember to keep it in check, keep it in perspective, enjoy it, but keep it in perspective. Remember your boundaries. I say this all the time to you guys. Remember your boundaries. Set those boundaries. If you haven't, you need to. And never lower the bar. Never lower the bar just because you're lonely. You see? But anyway, so to answer your question, it looks like the feelings are good. and it's going to continue. And the advice from the tarot is make sure that you are still self-reliant. Stay confident. Yeah. Woo, that looks good, JK. All righty. Let us see what is next. Let us see what is next. Alrighty. Oh, I randomly chose, and I just almost randomly selected the same person. That's how randomly I select. All right, what is this one? Bushra. Bushra, how are you? Should I apply at a polytechnic school or somewhere else? Ooh, okay, an educational choice here. We are going to use the Crow Tarot. And we're going to find out what to do. Oh, geez, I'm having bad shuffle day. Bad shuffle day. Okay, there we go. All right, Bushra needs to know, are we looking at a polytechnic school or something else? Polytechnic school or something else? Is polytechnic the right choice? Okay, let's find out. I'm going to put out our energy and our spread. Okie dokie. Ooh, our energy is Ace of Wands energy. This is awesome. You know, Ace of Wands. Well, Ace is a brand new opportunity, planting the seed for new things. Wands, growth and effort. So a new opportunity for you to grow. Obviously, school would be included in that. And the effort, which you'd have to put in some effort. Clearly, you know this. This is not news. But what a nice energy for the reading. So let's find out what's going on, though, in our cards. Right. Okay, so remember, the question is, should you apply at polytechnic school? And, you know, clearly if it's saying a big no, then the answer would be somewhere else. But if it's saying a yes, then yeah. So that's kind of how I'm laying it out here. Okay, so Ace of Wands energy is a new opportunity. Here we have our Five of Swords. This is all about having, you know, there's competition. There is competition. This seems like it might be a competitive program, but our Queen of Swords is saying is if you have the right study habits, it's a micromanaging type of person who's very blunt, who looks at the details, who really plans things out. So you are going to have to be really kind of tough with yourself, meaning rigid on your schedule, on your study time, on, you know, there's going to be a lot of organizing involved. But here with our Queen of Cups, it's saying that, you know what, even though there's competition, even though you're going to have to really be aware and stay focused and kind of really on top of managing your day, managing your studies, and looking out for the right classes, etc., it does look like it would be a harmonious thing. The Queen of Cups is somebody who represents, you know, best friends, a great marriage. It's like the joining together of things that work well together. So what this is saying is, it looks like Polytechnic would be a good choice. That is where the energy is saying over the whole spread, this is an opportunity for you to grow. You should be aware there's going to be some competition, and you should be aware that you're going to have to get real and tough with yourself on it. And then you should know that, you know, yes, while this is looking like it's a good thing for you, there might be some emotional component in there that's going to kind of, you know, not be as much fun as not being emotional. But that makes sense. That's normal through anybody's schooling, training, college, you know, whatever. You know, there are ups and downs. So that makes total sense. But it's just kind of saying, you know, stay aware of that. But the advice here is you got to get real with yourself. You're going to have to be super organized. There is competition, but it looks like you would have the ultimate reward for that. So, yeah. So it's looking like Polytechnic School for you, Bushra. Now, of course, use your best judgment. Don't ever make a decision just based on tarot cards. However, that is a read kind of on the future energy of what to expect. All right, so let us see what else we have got. Now, don't forget, if you are tired of waiting or you just want to guarantee a reading, don't forget that you can hit that donation there and become a priority question. So keep it in mind as an option. All right, let's get another question. Hi, Vibration. How are you? A reading on my connection with A, the Sagittarius. Ooh, okay. Let's find out what your connection is with A. Ooh, we're going to use Deviant Moon. Yep, we're going to use Deviant Moon. Deviant Moon is going to help us see what's going on with the connection with A in high vibration. We need to know what the connection is, what direction it's going. Okay. Ooh, that was a good shuffle. Shockingly. Because I'm terrible today, especially. I don't know, man. I am having an off day already, though, so I guess that makes sense. All right, let me click down here. All righty. Hey, Coco Janelle, how are you? I like your name. Astha, hello. Peach Love, how you doing? Katie H, glad to see you all here. If you're new here, I invite you to please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the family, and this way you'll kind of know when other cool videos pop up in the show and all that good stuff. So, all righty, we've got Queen of Cups energy. Queen of Cups. That is all about, well, she's a queen. So first of all, she deals with people. She is known as everybody's best friend, the perfect spouse. She's got control. She helps other people control their emotions, but she's not so great at controlling her own. So I should just take her face off of there and put my coffee cup head face. I'll put that face on this card. That's me. Okay. Super emotional I am. Yes. Oh, I said that like Yoda. Okay. So let's see how it applies, though. Queen of Cups energy going into all of these. So the connection, I am thinking right now, what I'm seeing is it might be a slow going type of connection. And things may not seem like they're working out so well or moving forward, or, nothing's really happening kind of thing. We have our Hermit, who is about being self-reliant, kind of thinking. We've got our Five of Wands, which is all about kind of practicing, kind of bickering, not necessarily fighting. Sometimes it's about, conflict and things. But in this case, it is probably more about just trying to work through things. Like, how are you going to see each other? What's going on? I can't think of an example, but this is where you're kind of working through that. Now here, this is why I say it will potentially work out in the end. We have our Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about the end of a cycle. This is all about kind of rolling around on this little wheel here and completing the cycle. Completing what? Well, we want to get together, right? Or we want to make things right in some way. I'm not sure if you guys are together or not, but you're wanting things to go to the next level. Wheel of Fortune, another thing that the Wheel of Fortune means is luck, fate, destiny. So we're looking here that, something is going to come together. I think that's not exactly known right now. But the reason I'm saying that is because I'm applying the Queen of Cups energy to all of these cards. So I think there's still a little bit of work to be done. But I do think at some point, this is either going to bring you together. Queen of Cups is saying, maybe that's why you're so, Queen of Cups is moody. Who knows? Because we got this. But anyway, it's coming together. If you are together now and you're just trying to work out your current relationship, then that does look to be resolving. So either way, it is going to take a bit, but it looks like it is coming, Queen of Cups. There you go. Best friend, best spouse, Queen of Cups. That's because Queen of Cups people, we all want to help people. I think like Queen of Cups is tied into Libra. I'm going to have to look that up. I know there's a real science behind it, so I'd have to look it up. But I'm wondering, because that sounds like a Libra to me. And I know intimately what a Libra is like because I'm a Libra. Okay, well, thank you, High Vibration, for your question. Let's find out what else we've got on our agenda. Oh, you're very welcome, JK. All right. Yeah, poor Kyra. I thought Kyra was you, High Vibration. I'm totally wrong. Alrighty, let's see what Light Soul Tarot would like to know. How are you doing, Light Soul Tarot? Will I be in a relationship soon? Let's find out. We are going to use the Steampunk Tarot to find out. This one's a Barbara Moore deck. If any of you are familiar, or if you read cards, you would probably be familiar with Barbara Moore. I love Barbara Moore's decks. Okay, serious relationship for soul. Light Soul Tarot. And we got to give it one more. Light Soul Tarot. Serious relationship. Okay, there we are. Let's see what our energy is for the spread. Now that I trim these, they're nice and small. I like the bigger cards to be able to see them, the artwork better, but as far as shuffling and reading with them, I definitely like this better. Alrighty, so when will you be in a relationship soon? Our energy is 5 of Swords. We had this just actually a couple minutes ago. I don't know if you heard that one, but what the 5 of Swords is saying, that this is all kind of about competition. It's about, being careful not to rush in too soon, not being overconfident kind of thing. But it is about competition. So let's find out what we've got and how that applies. Oh, it's looking like pretty good, actually. So this is, okay. So we've got our strength card. The strength card is all about having that inner determination. So it's about really staying positive and expecting this relationship. About keep pushing through any kind of negative feelings you might have about not having the relationship and really focusing on getting to where you want to be, which is in this relationship. If you are sitting there, kind of focusing on what you don't have, I'm not sure if you're into the law of attraction, but that is absolutely the way to get more of what you don't want. Focusing on what you don't want brings you more of it. The universe does not understand contractions. So you have to say it specifically. If you say, I don't want back pain, the universe hears is back pain. So they deliver you back pain. If you also should turn it around, then instead of saying, I don't want back pain, you say, my back feels great. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing about a relationship. I just use the back because that's a little easier to, say quickly. But anyway, it's the same thing. Don't be, feeling that way. That's going to help you with your inner determination. We've got our 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is about carrying a burden. This is about kind of, you're asking the question. So it seems like this has sort of been weighing on your mind. This is the burden, but guess what? The 10 of Wands, this burden, you're carrying it. You're making it. Yes, she has a ton of wands on her back, but she's standing tall. She's lighting the way. She's doing it. So thinking about this inner determination, that goes really well with our 10 of Wands. So where is all this leading to? It's leading to the 4 of Wands. So we've got 2 wands next to each other. That's about growth and effort. The 4 of Wands in particular is about success. This is about, more needs to be done, but about getting that foundation, starting getting things moving. So what this is saying to me, my dear, is that it looks like something might be approaching you soon. My spread is the nearer future, like nearer, as opposed to the farther. But unless I declare it something different in my mind, like, okay, this year or in the next 3 months, or, if I say something like that in my mind, then clearly that's what I'm doing. But since I didn't, it is the nearer future. So this looks good. Let's do an endgame card, though, and see. Is this coming soon? The tarot is asking you to be strong and to keep working at it. Don't be overconfident. Don't jump in too soon. Let's find out, though. We need a yes or a no. Is Light Soul Tarot going to be in a relationship soon? Boom. Oh, what? Ace of Cups, my dear. Yeah, you're going to be in a relationship soon. Could you even pull a different card that would be better? I see that you're by your name, you do tarot, so I'm sure you're looking at that when I flipped it over and said, hot damn, yeah, I am. Woo! That looks good, Light Soul Tarot. How exciting. Oh my goodness. I couldn't have pulled a better one for the end game. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well, thanks for letting me read for you, my dear. Alrighty, my phone is being weird, so hold on. Let me refresh. Nope, it's some weird news story. I don't care about that right now. My phone, I get announced. Oh my goodness, I get so many notifications. It's ridiculous. All right, let's move on. Let us see. I'm going to see what we have to see. There we go. What's this one? Sports Divergent. Hello. How are you? What's coming toward me in 2021? Ooh. All right. Well, let's see. We're going to use tarot, today's journey tarot. I think this sounds like a kind of a modern feel. So we're going to use a modern deck with modern imagery because that's why it's called Today's Journey. Another deck that I chopped the borders off, and in this one it was really hard because the borders were cool, but what are you going to do? Okay. What's coming towards Sports Divergent in 2021? So we need a year snapshot. We need a snapshot of the year. Okay. We're going to do this a little differently, my friend. There are 4 quarters in a year. Each quarter has 3 months. We're going to do 4 cards, 1 for each quarter. So these are 3-month increments, just to get a little snapshot, okay? So we've got first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. So this is, again, 3-month increments. Let's find out what's going on. All right. Control. This is about the Chariot. This is about things moving forward. So the first quarter of the year, I think you're going to be feeling like you're making some real progress on things. If you're working on something, this card can also indicate an opportunity to go traveling. So for the first 3 months, it sounds like, you might be thinking about traveling. And if not, at the very least, it looks like you're going to be making progress and kind of conquering something that you've been working on. Our Chariot is always moving forward and pulling the energy in together. So that looks really good. All right, second quarter, we have meditation. This is the Star card. The Star. This is all about kind of finding your way. This is about having hope and being guided. It's also, though, it's about recognition. So it's about having that faith that you're on the right path. And this could be like with spiritual, personal, emotional, or even work. Could be any of those things. It's about being on the right path. It also includes a component of recognition. So somebody else might be noticing, hey, maybe it's something you did here in the first 3 months, and then the 3 to 6 month period, you're seeing some real attention about it. Or if you're working on, I don't know, if you're opening a business, for example, that would be great because now you're getting the public in. But if you're not doing something as, like that, it's clearly you can kind of tear it down into the level that you are. Third quarter, we have got our Page of Pentacles. Oh, this is about a new financial opportunity. This is about skill development. I am thinking this has something to do with work or life in your home, your health, something. Okay, the fourth quarter, materialism. Yeah, I'm right on. Okay, it has something to do with success, things that you're working on. The materialism card is the Devil card. And what the Devil is saying to us in this particular reading is that don't get all cocky because things are going well the last part of the year. You might need to watch yourself that you're not being cocky. Be confident, not cocky. There's a difference. And, you might be feeling that way because here you've got all this success. You might be getting some new money. Skill development would also propel you into the next level at work, for example, if you're looking for a promotion or something like that. And you know what? This success, and don't forget, we have recognition too. It might lead to the tendency to sort of be cocky, or to be holding it in for yourself and being greedy, or being, basically a shit. You don't want to be a shit. You want to, be a good guy. So, or girl. So that's what it's looking like for you. You got some good things coming up, and you might know exactly what this is talking about. I don't know your life, and let me click on the bottom and see what's going on. Nope. So that's okay too, but I just want, sometimes I check to see if there's feedback. But anyway, Sports Divergent, I hope that made sense, and thank you for letting me read for you. Okay, we're moving on. All right. Let's see what we've got. Crystal Davis, how are you? What are Stefan's true feelings for me? Hoping for a reconciliation. Ooh, okay. So we want a reconciliation, which means we are going to look at the Wizard's Tarot. Wizard's Tarot. What's going on with Stefan? We're looking at a reconciliation with Crystal. What's going on? Is this something coming? A reconciliation. We need to get back together. Okay. There's our energy. Don't forget, guys, if you want to make your question priority and get your reading right away, you do have the donation option, which would bump your question to priority. I read all priority questions first, and they are guaranteed, so I do stick around after the end of the hour, if need be. Ooh, we have 10 of Pentacles energy, Crystal. Ooh, that is awesome. 10 of Pentacles energy. This is about, having it all, that wealth, that comfort, that, remember, this is symbolism. And what would you feel like if you had all your money, your home, your, symbolic family, and, everything's looking good. You're having fun. You're climbing this rope ladder. Everything looks beautiful. You got twinkle lights in your tree. Awesome, right? So that's great energy. So that's looking good. Now let's see what we've got here that's going to pull that in. Okay. Well, I definitely see how upset you are because you want this. You want this. And that's where you're thinking it was going with Stefan. But here, Five of Cups. Cups is love and emotion. This is about kind of being brokenhearted, being a little bit disappointed. Clearly you are, because you have not reconciled. So I believe this is talking about you. We have asked the question, though, what are Stefan's true feelings about me? I think that it is causing some angst. It's causing some a period of being upset. Here we've got our 10 of Wands and our 9 of Swords. Notice it's a 10, it's a 9. They are two different suits, but the numbers are symbolic. Nines are, this card in particular is about anxiety, depression, and things like that. But the number 9 also signifies patience. Okay. We've got our 10 of Wands. Now, interestingly, this card is about continuing to persevere forward, even when it feels overwhelming and it's bombarding, it's heavy. Look, he's got this heavy hat of antlers on his head, and he continues to keep going, though. He's still holding his head up. He's still putting crystals on the end of it to make it look cool. So 10, the number 10 is about renewal and achievement. So what this is saying, this is really pretty much about you. We want to know what the true feelings are, but this is telling us that, holding on and persevering is something that might be producing that result you want. We need some end games, though, because we are not getting Stefan. We're getting Crystal. We want some Stefan info. So give me a card on what are Stefan's true feelings for me. Let's go. Endgame. Boom. Ace of Wands. There is an opportunity to fix this. There is. You just, obviously, you're sad. You're tired of all this work. And you need to have some patience because you're overthinking. You're feeling depressed and anxious. But here, I asked specifically, what are Stefan's true feelings? And we've got the Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity to grow. Is this coming soon? We've been waiting. Crystal has been waiting. Boom. Towers, the change. Something is coming. Something's coming. That's a big change. So I'm thinking, Crystal, it looks like something is coming. The true feelings are about making this grow and develop. And the tarot is providing you some advice that if you want this happy ending like this, it looks like, you know, you might need to have some patience and persevere. Yeah, but this is the true feeling there. And this, I said, is it coming? And there's the change. So, I mean, it literally answered with the perfect card for change. Yeah. So, Crystal, it looks like there may be a reconciliation in your future. Remember that word that I hate the most, patience. That's what I hate the most, but it's true. All right. Thanks for letting me read for you, my dear. Oh, you're welcome, High Vibration, thanking me. You're welcome if you're still here. All right, so let's see. Ooh, all right. Let's see. Katie H., how are you? How are things looking for my counseling practice, energy, and financially? I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I used to be a life coach for a short time. So interesting. If you're opening a practice, you've probably done way more than me, but this is right up my alley. We're going to use light seers, and we want to see how the counseling practice is looking for Katie, the energy, and what we are thinking about with money. How lucrative is this going to be? Okay, wait, it needs one more. Sometimes I can tell it needs more. Okay, messy shuffler as usual. Oh my gosh, I'm so flabbergasted today. I've had one hell of a morning. Lots going on at my house. Excuse me. All right, so what's going on with the counseling practice? Ooh, okay, the energy is that things are moving quickly. This is the 8 of Wands. This is about speedy delivery. This is about rapidly changing events. This is about brace yourself for change. Wow, that's looking good. Let's find out what we've got. Okay, so we've got some cups here. We've got the Emperor. The Emperor is somebody who makes order out of chaos. That's who he is. He is a leader. He is in control. He's a strategizer. Look at his floor there. It's checkerboard, you know, and he's just sitting there. What is he sitting on? The moon or the sun or something there. He's sitting on this planet and with his chess piece ready to fix things, ready to move forward. We've got our 4 of Cups. Cups, again, is the suit of love and emotion. So to me, what this is saying, and being the 4 of Cups, it's about being kind of bored, not wanting to see what's right in front of you, just kind of like, I don't know. I have a feeling that what this is saying, and also because it's next to our 8, it's saying that there might be a moment emotionally where this is going to be a little taxing on you. We've got our 8 of Cups where you might even, I don't suggest you're going to open this counseling practice and then walk away. Remember, it's symbolism. That might be how you're going to feel, and thinking like, I can do something different in the future. What this is telling me is that things are going to be taking off. I think things will take off quickly. The energy's looking good, like things are happening. This energy is fantastic. We don't want chaos. This is going to make order out of chaos. We've got your emotional component, though. So it might be a little bit of a... emotionally, you might be feeling like, oh, geez, I'm not getting enough clients, or, oh, I'm worried. This is not Pentacles, so it doesn't look to be about money, but it might be something, getting started in any business is hard. But when you're counseling, you're working with people about their very vulnerable problems, and it's very emotionally taxing on the counselor. So, that could be what that is. Let's pull a couple more because I don't have anything about money here. All right, this counseling practice, what are we looking at in terms of finances? What is this? Are we going to be financially stable at KDH's practice? 10 of Wands, it's going to be a little bit of a burden. I think it might be tight. It's going to be tight, but you're moving forward. Remember, symbolism, guys. This is this woman here carrying with her ox. They're carrying everything. Look how far they've come, and they're still going to push on. They're still going. So emotionally, I think you're going to be like, I don't know. At one point, it might be a little bit taxing on you. Financially, it might be slow going, but with light at the end of the tunnel. So I think you'll be seeing that, that is going to work out. We want a final one. We want a final one. Is this something that KDH is going to do? Go. Yep, you should. It's going to go well. I mean, I know you didn't ask me, should you, but I just wanted to ask the tarot, like, what is the deal? This is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about the beginning of a voyage, the beginning of something new. It's the foundation card. If you remember me talking about it a few minutes ago, it's about starting that new journey with a good foundation. How can you say anything better than that? Yeah. So it's looking good. Watch, you might have a little bit of an emotional component that's kind of taxing on you. And the finances, it might be slow going, but it looks like it's going to be a very positive outcome in the end. Ooh, that was good. I love it when it's very clear. I love it when it's super clear. All righty, so let's keep moving. All righty, what's this one? Brownie 22. Can you tell me the characteristics and traits of my future husband? Yes, let's see what we can get from the cards. What do we want to use? What do we want to use? Ooh, we want to use Gaian Tarot. I don't use this one as often, and it's beautiful. It has a very gentle energy, so I like that. All right, characteristics and traits of Brownie 22's future husband. What can you tell us about this person? Okay. All right. Here's our energy and our spread. All right. All right. So I think the energy of the spread is the Five of Fire, which is the Five of Wands. So I'm thinking, that, there might be a little bit going on here. This could be a couple different things. It could be about practicing and getting used to things, but it also could be about a little bit about bickering and things like that. Let's pull this in, though. Let's see what we've got, because sometimes it changes the meaning, what's around it. And it did. Well, it didn't, but it sees me where to focus, or it shows me, I mean. This is the Five of Fire. This is about getting things done. This is about starting off kind of in an inexperienced kind of way. So this applies to all of this. So I think that the future characteristics of your husband, the two of you are going to be working together to get your life started. It's going to be very much a joint effort. So I don't think that this person is going to come in and be like, okay, I have everything in order and now I just want to have you join me. I think it's going to be you building it with this person. Now, that's not to say that this person doesn't have enough in order, now, like his life is going to be, in mess or anything. It means as far as starting your life together, you're going to be working together. You're going to be working together. It's going to be something that you're going to create. We have our Ace of Fire, which is our Ace of Wands, a brand new opportunity. Look at this sweet little lizard coming out of there, or snake or whatever. I think it's a snake. How cute is that? So popping out of that egg, starting things together. Well, what are you starting? What? The 10 of Earth. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is all about wealth, comfort, family, being happy together, having it all. So, Pentacles, again, is the suit of everyday life. So, again, work, money. But it also includes health and anything you're doing in your daily life to maintain your daily life. It would apply. So that's going to be great. You're working toward this. Here's that new opportunity. And we round it out with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is all about skill development. It's about financial opportunity and making that happen. It's talking about working through the challenges, being dependable. So your future husband is definitely going to be somebody you can count on. This is going to be somebody who is a good provider. I do believe that you will be participating in that, whether that is you're working yourself to help build this Ten of Pentacles, or if it means that, wait a minute, you have your job to help contribute, or if you aren't working and you'd be a huge support to this person. Either way, decision making, all of those things, you're going to have a very equal part in it. You're going to build this life together, and it's looking like it's going to be pretty successful. So hard worker, I think you can definitely count on that. Somebody who's open and wants to share with you and values your advice, and somebody who ultimately will be, very successful. Yeah, for sure. Woo, brownie 22. That looks good. I like that 10 of Pentacles. That's where we want to go. That's where we want to go. Any of the 10s, really. All righty, we have a donation. And this is from TZ. Let me go down the bottom and see if I can find you, if that is your name. Starlight, how are you? Thank you for coming. I'm so glad to see you. Let me see. We have a donation. Okay. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it unless I have your name wrong. And whoever donates, please write donated in next to your question, or at least donated so I can find your question. There you go, Tosh F. Tosh F. I have a reading for you from the other day. Remember, I recorded it for you. And I didn't get an email from you, and my email was not going through to you. So you did too. All righty, my friend. You are on top of it. You are knowing what I'm doing. You are somehow keeping up with my craziness. All right, Tosh. You've got 2 questions. And I can either send you that one from the other day, or if you want a 3rd question, I'll make that up to you. So I'll kind of pepper it in, though, with these other donations that are coming, if that makes sense. Okay, you had to change email. So go ahead and send me that email. I mean, it's already done. It's been recorded for days. So let me know, my friend. Great. I'll send you that one. So we have 2 donations from Tosh. So Tosh, please go ahead and type up your question there. And in the meantime, I have another donation, and this one is from SPN. SPN. And Tosh, you put your question up. I'm looking for another donation. This is from SPN on PayPal. And now, since Tosh has done her question, I'm going to do it. Okay, Tosh, let's see. All right. Nelson and I are both Pisces, and we're finally speaking, but I have my walls up as I feel he's still being a player and wondering what his feelings are for me. Okay, we're going to use Deviant Moon. Deviant Moon. Oh my, I almost dropped it. Okay. Boy, I am messier than usual today. What is my deal? Okay. Nelson, what's going on? Finally speaking, Tosh is guarded. That makes sense. But what are the feelings? We need to know what Nelson is feeling. Okay, Siri, thank you so much for clearing that up, Siri, honey. I'm going to get your question next, and then we will do Tosh's second question. Okay. Okay, what is going on, Nelson? Okay, that's good. That's a good shuffle. I love this deck. Love it, love it, love it. The cards are a little, narrow, though, like long. Kind of weird to shuffle, but that's okay. Ooh, the Magician. We've got magician energy. What? This is about, this is the granddaddy of all new opportunities. This is the one who starts off new things. The magician, though, one of the things, though, that the magician can also indicate is somebody kind of being like a puppet master, you know, pulling the strings and guiding things and trying to be like, let me change things. So let's find out what it looks like with these other cards. Okay. All right, honey. I think you are smart to be guarded right now. I'm not seeing something terrible like, oh yeah, it's you know, he's lying or, you know, whatever. But I am seeing that there is a new truth coming out. This is the Ace of Swords. Something new is coming, and this is about a new truth. Now remember, this could be about starting a new journey, which is fan-freaking-tastic, but it can also be about somebody being a puppet master and trying to control the situation. New communication, new truth coming. We've got our Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is about kind of somebody who works hard and works hard through things, but this is indicating that there are challenges ahead that this Page of Pentacles is going to be needing to work through with his little wrench there and whatever. He's running right into the Hermit, and the Hermit is talking about being self-reliant. So I'm glad that you are keeping your ears and eyes open. You're using your intuition. You're using your gut. So I think you're doing the right thing about keeping your walls up. You know, we're asking the tarot what his feelings are for you, but this is very clearly a message for you specifically. I'm thinking, you know, as the magician is here, you're going to learn some truth here. And perhaps this person, the magician, can sometimes be a sneaky, sneaky thing. So Mr. Sneaky Pants there, here's upcoming challenges because of Mr. Sneaky Pants. And here's you kind of relying on yourself because of Mr. Sneaky Pants. So no, I'm not seeing a third party, but I am seeing challenges. I'm seeing some truth needs to come out. I see you're asking in the chat, is this a third party? Not seeing that at all, but I am seeing that there's probably some more that you do not know and that somebody does not want you to know. So that might be kind of, you know, causing some challenges, and you're going to have to rely on yourself. Let's find out, though. Well, I'll ask specifically, is there a third party involved? Is somebody else involved in Nelson's life? All right, we've got our Seven of Pentacles. This is about having worries. This is about, you know, working on something and waiting for it to kind of come to fruition. I asked about a third party, and what this is telling me that they might not be actively there, but their thoughts about this person are still there. Boom. Yeah, Four of Swords. Okay. Four of Swords, we're talking about rest, relaxing, reflecting, and trying to decide where to go from here. So I do not think there is a third party here. I do think that perhaps there is more that you do not know, though. I will say that. I do not think it's a third party. All right, let's find out too. Give me one more sum up card about the feelings for Tosh. What is Nelson feeling for Tosh? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is about fate, luck, destiny. So I think that Nelson does ultimately have good feelings and wants to kind of make things happen, wants to put this all behind you, but it's super clear, honey. There's potentially something in there that is more than you don't know. You don't know yet. Something else is in there. So you might want to dig into that. I'm not sure, you know this relationship, you know this person, so you know what the best thing is to do. But I'm thinking there's something more. There's something more coming, and here are the challenges, and here's you relying on yourself. So yeah, so I don't see any person there, but possibly another secret that needs to come out. Another secret. Tosh. Whew. All right. Well, thank you for the donation. Alrighty, where are you, Siri? Here you are. Thank you so much for the donation. Do you see Ralph the Gemini and I reconciling? Is the connection worth fighting for? Ooh, okay. Let's find out. We're going to use what are we going to use? We're going to use Crow Tarot. Are Ralph and Siri going to reconcile? Should Siri still continue? All right, guys, just so you know, I jump around in the chat and select questions. If I just read right down the list from the top to the bottom, that's not random. I do go through each time. I literally jump. I go top, middle, bottom, top, middle, bottom. Night Reader and Starlight are reposting for me so that I can find them more easily. Just because they post it, it doesn't mean I'm going to read it. It literally is random. I literally scroll up and down because that's not fair if I go down the list, because then that means there's a list, right? It's random. I can't possibly answer all the questions in 1 hour. You, I'm sure, can see the chat there and see how many I've got. I try to be very efficient and get as many done as I can. Donations do take priority. If I get a donation, that question goes first. So keep that in mind. Please don't take it personal. And, if you're not feeling lucky, you're welcome to donate and be a priority too. And if not, I also have an extensive list of pick a card questions on my channel that you can check if there's maybe a question that matches what you are wanting to ask. But otherwise, it's just all about luck. Okay. And I really pick random, guys. I don't read it. I don't look at the name. I literally pick random. So it has nothing to do with you or your question, whether I like the question or not. I mean, I like them all, so but you know what I mean. All right, let's focus here on Siri. What is going on with Ralph? And is this connection worth fighting mine? Okay, let's see what we've got. Yeah, and Trey, I see you're asking too. Yes, if you don't need to repost your questions. In fact, we do not want you to spam the chat. However, if you were here and it was near the top and it fell off the chat, and you can see if it fell off the top, then you can repost, of course. But please don't spam repeatedly. In fact, that's the way to not get your question answered. If you keep repeating it every 2 lines, that's literally how not to get it. All right, the tower. That's awesome. The tower is all about a big change. So let's see how it applies, because, big change could be, leading in one direction or the other. So let us see what we've got. All right, so we've got our Chariot here, and we remember this energy applies to each of our cards. So the energy, the tower energy, is about the big change. This is about speedy delivery. So this is about that huge change happening quickly, right? Since it pairs. So we're looking about something that's coming together. Now the Chariot is also about progress. So things are coming, things might be coming quickly, or at the very least making progress. So let's play it out and find out what else we've got. We've got our 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is all about kind of feeling like a loss of power. Feeling, I don't know if this was a cheating situation, but it could also be about that. It could also be about cheating. If somebody was unfaithful to you, or if somebody kind of, was dishonest or disloyal in some other way, this is what that means. Here we have our Ace of Pentacles, which is a brand new opportunity, being an ace. And ace is about having, Pentacles is about having anything having to do with your daily life. So time, money, energy, health. So this is all about changing. So I'm thinking that, yes, while the Chariot is talking about progress and, things like that, things might be moving forward, you know, in terms of that conversation or whatever it is that you need to, you know, talk to Ralph about things, start moving it. But I'm also seeing that we've got this card here, man. I don't know. Was this person a cheater? Something. But here is our Ace of Pentacles. And again, a big change. It's telling me that if you want a big change in your life, you got to make a change. If you want new opportunities in your time, money, energy, wealth, health, you need to have a change. So to me, what this is saying is you need to make the change. So that means probably not the best choice to try to force it to happen. We're going to do an end game, though. We want a yes or a no. Is this connection worth fighting for Siri and Ralph? All right. It's still a decision. That's the balance. Okay, so this has been being tossed around, I think, a little bit in terms of your thinking process. Like, it probably seemed like a good idea, and then it doesn't. And obviously, I can guess that by the question, but that's what this card is literally saying. So, boom, we need another one. We have got our Eight of Cups. You know what the Eight of Cups means, honey? It means leaving something behind. So, the cards are suggesting that this is not something that you would need to fight for, and that it's probably best to leave it behind you and find something better. Now, he was talking to someone. That's why we broke up. Sweetheart, that was this card. That was this card. That's it. That is it right here. And this, you're going to have more time and energy, Pentacles, more time and energy once you put this to bed. Now, a change is hard. Breaking up is hard. Admitting defeat is hard. Defeat, even if you want the relationship to be over, you still have to kind of deal with the loss of what you wanted, right? Even if you were the one who wanted it, it's a sad time sometimes, especially if you've been together a long time or you're married or have children or whatever, but it's like mourning. It's like mourning the death of the relationship, even if you're the one who wanted it gone. So, it makes sense, having those kind of thoughts. But this cheater person, whether they're still there, that person's still there, or you just can't get over that trust cannot be restored, you're going to have more time and energy once you kind of put this to bed, do your mourning, do your emotional type things. You need to get them out. But here, balance that, make that balance between the emotion and the reality of the situation. And once you have that balance, you walk away to find something better. It's literally what that means. Walking away, or in the traditional imagery, it's a boat, and they're sailing away to a better shore, a brighter shore on the boat. This is a bird, so they're not in a boat, but you get it. Yeah, he apologized, but you have an answer. Well, of course he's saying sorry because he wants to get you back. And did he accept responsibility for anything? Did he say, I'm sorry? Or is he like, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I shouldn't have done that? Or is he like, oh, I'm sorry that you're upset because it affects me and I want to be with you? Is the sorry about you or is the sorry about him? See what I'm saying? Well, be careful with that, honey. Be careful. Looks like that cheater situation is either A, still going on, or B, the trust is broken. Yeah. All right, Siri, thank you so much for your donation. I see a couple people asking if I could reveal, whether or not I got it or not. Let me just check because I go in order. I go in order of when they come in. So let's see. I've got a couple here. I've got BS, PayPal BS, you're asking me Udita. Okay, so that's coming. I'm going to do that one. This is the lineup here. And we've got TZ, and we've got, Udita. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. Yes, I did. Okay. So I will get to, I'm doing them in order, guys. So the next one is from Tosh. Tosh, you have a yes and no. Oh, and the third donation. Oh, yep, I just saw it. Cancerian Clairvoyant, could you please put your initials so that I could make sure that was you? I'm assuming it is, so no worries. Let's get Tasha's question. You had a yes or a no after Siri. And then you've got a third question. I did not see that one, but it's probably there because I heard my phone buzz. It's showing you're saying it's showing pending, but it's that. Yeah, 3 came in for you, honey. So I don't know. It's probably just something stupid PayPal does. PayPal. I like it, but it's not the best at updating, I'll tell you. You're welcome, Siri. You're so welcome. All right, Tosh, I'm waiting on your second question. And I have a feeling that the minute I say, oh, I knew it. Oh, Martin, no. Milo has not come back. And I had a dream 2 nights ago that I found him and he was all clean and everything was fine. So in my dream, I said, well, I'm glad somebody's been taking care of you. So I'm hoping that that's the case, that, somebody's taking care of Milo, but Milo has not been back. How is your seagull with the infected leg? You'll have to let me know. And Tosh, you would have loved to, Martin, you would have loved to have been at my house today. We have a squirrel that got into our ductwork under the floor, and I had to coax him out of my floor grate and get him out the door. I had to use peanut butter and sunflower seeds. He is successfully out, but he's been in there. This is the 3rd day. It's been horrific. I've been heartbroken. Anyway, but I got him out, so it's a good morning. You cannot see the seagull. Oh. Yes, I hope someone has him. I do. I really do. All right, Tosh, thank you for your question. And thank you for asking, Martin. Yeah. You and I are kindred spirits about animals, aren't we? All right, Tosh. I want ultimately to be in the distant future with a marriage with Nelson, but I don't know what I'll be getting into. But I know what I'll be getting into won't be easy. But my ultimate question is it worth pursuing? Okay, so let's get going. We're going to use the zombie tarot. I know, Martin, poor squirrel. It was terrible. Yesterday during the show, you guys could hear him scream. He screeches, and it'd be like once every couple hours. And we couldn't get him out of there. Finally, this morning, I was successful. I had to we've sat for hours with the door wide open and the grate off of the floor so he can run out. Anyway, hours spent yesterday and nothing. And then finally today, this morning, I got him out. And yeah, you should have heard me. It was very dramatic. I would be good in a movie to be like, oh, I'm very dramatic. I'm very emotional. Queen of Cups, I am. Woo. All right, so what's going on here with Nelson? Is it worth pursuing this eventual marriage? Tosh and Nelson. Okay. All right. Here's our energy. Here's our spread. And before I flip that over, give me 1 second. I got to make sure I'm keeping up with my system here so I don't get confused. All right. And Tosh, I do have that. Yes, I need to do that yes or a no for you because this is the 3rd. Night reader, thanks so much for being here. Okay. So, the sun energy. This is for success. This is for hope. That's looking mighty good based on the way you wrote your question too. That's clearly what you want and you're hoping. And it's not going to be easy, but this is about success. What? Awesome. Let's find out what else we've got. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. Look at this. We've got our 10 of hazards, which is pentacles. We have our 10 of cups, which is cups. 2 10s. We've got the sun that's going to be pulling into all of this. This reading has almost exactly described what you just said. Okay, I'll explain. So you said ultimately you want a future with this person. Well, ultimately, it looks like that's what you're going to get. This is the 10 of hazards. This is the 10 of cups. Both of those are about stability of the home life, the financial security, wealth, comfort, good times. This is it. This is it right here. That's what you want. So that's, and again, this is a mini reading. So this is the nearer future, which I'm not suggesting you're going to get married in the near future, because the way I phrased the question is the distant future. So I did, in my mind. So I just wanted to clear that up, because I know sometimes I say that so much, I don't want you to think I didn't do it right in my head, because in the meantime, before you can get to this success, we've got the sun. Remember, that's the success, that's the conquest, that's the hope. We also have it with our Seven of Cups. You know what the Seven of Cups is about? Confusion. It's about not seeing things. I mean, and even look at the imagery on here, Tosh. That's like you said, it's not going to be easy. It looks like, I got so many things to do or to think about or work out or what. So it might be a little bit of a craziness, but look where you're going. The craziness is partnered with the hope, right? The Ten of Hazards. This is double, double awesome. Double, double awesome. And then here, double, double awesome. So it does look like it is coming to fruition. Again, I did say the distant future marriage. And so therefore, excuse me, I bet this is, feeling like it won't be easy. This is where this is. But absolutely, super clear, super clear. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, Tosh, that was good. Tosh, go ahead, and you have another question here with your, you said it was a yes or no or something, but you do need to, I didn't see it if you did type it. All right, it's been a hard 5 years. Well, yeah, well, and he's so immature. That's your crazy, did you see that card? That looked like maybe that's you, But I do see it coming around, honey. It's the sun, and that said the hope. That's the hope. You're welcome. Make sure you get that other question up so that I can get to it. Okay. All right. What have we got next on the agenda? I'll let you know where we are so that you can know what's going on. That's Tosh. She's going to put that next one in for me. We've got BS initials on PayPal, and we have UB on PayPal, which I think UB. So please write donated and your question. Por favor, señor. That's all I can pretty much say in Spanish. I saw somebody donated up here that I'm Cancer and Clairvoyant. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So we have, wait a minute. What did I do here? Your BS. Okay. I just needed to make sure that I check them off, because that's my way of keeping track of what I'm doing. All right, my dear, thank you so much for your donation. Let's find out what's going on. Ooh, who should I focus my attention on, Lewis or Bradley? Bum, bum, bum. All right, Lewis or Bradley, folks. We're going to use the Anna K deck, Anna K Tarot. Awesome deck, also trimmed, because that's what I do. I'm going to have 2 new decks here on Tuesday, guys. I ordered them with my Amazon gift card from my mom and dad for my birthday. So I'm super excited. Should be Tuesday. All right, focus here. Let's focus. All right. Who should you focus your attention on, Lewis or Bradley? We need to know Lewis or Bradley. Lewis or Bradley. Cancerian Clairvoyant. Okay. We're going to do this a little different. We're going to do this Lewis. And we're going to go like this, Bradley. And we're going to see where the cards are directing us as the most favorable choice. Lewis. Okay. For Lewis, we have the 4 of Swords. Now, this is kind of about resting, relaxing, and kind of like refocusing your objectives. And it's coupled with our 4 of Cups. I can't even talk. 4 of Cups. Notice it's 2 4s. 4s are all about needing structure, having stability, things like that, manifestation. So what this is saying so far here for Lewis is that it's possible things can go well, but I think it's going to be a lot of kind of alone time, kind of trying to figure out what you want to do, not being happy with things that are presented and feeling like you need more. That's what I'm seeing so far for Lewis. So let's see what Bradley's doing. Oh gosh, Bradley. Bradley, we've got our Three of Cups. This is a celebration. This is about celebrating a new endeavor of the heart. New endeavor of the heart. Seven of Cups. Now, our Seven of Cups is like about, having lots of things, lots of options open to you. In a relationship, there are a lot of things, to have to focus on. I mean, obviously that initial getting to know each other phase, and then the developing the relationship phase, and all the things that go on in between. When do I call? How do we do this? When do we go out? Do I ask? Does he ask? Do we meet the family? Blah, 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 right? All those things are coming because this is your celebration. So this is telling me that Bradley looks like the best choice. Let's get an end game on that. Let's get an end game on that. So we're looking at Bradley, and Bradley looks to be the best choice. Tarot, please give us a yes or a no. Oh, it's growing. It is growing. The Page of Rods. This is all about potential. All about potential. New ideas. Look at him. He's looking over the wall, wanting to go over there. So Bradley, Bradley, my friend. Yes, it looks like Bradley would be the choice. The tarot is saying the energy looks the best. Come here, doggy. My dog is deciding to be fussy. All right. Well, thank you for your donation, honey. Let me get out of here. And we've got another donation coming in. So let me see. We've got UB. Oh, and we've got the third question for Tosh. Okay, I'll do that one next. UB. My dog, do you hear him? All right, so you're welcome. And you thought so. Good. Well, this confirmed it for you. This confirmed it for you. Sometimes we just need that confirmation. Come on, lay down, baby. Lay down. All right, so let's see. Where are we? UB. I know your name is something different. So let me see where it went. Here we are, Udita. I knew it. I just couldn't remember from 5 minutes ago. All right, so let's get Ubita. I don't see your question here, honey. Is it way up top and I scroll down too far? Let's find out. All right, let me see. Ubita. Yes, that's you, honey. Where is your question? I'm not seeing it, so I will ask for you to please type it in the bottom there for me. Maybe you did while I'm scrolling. Let me see. Way up top, you said. Okay. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm going to scroll and scroll. Let me see. Huh. I'm not seeing it. I might just be missing it. I hope not. I think it fell off, sweetie. I don't see it. So if you could write it again for me, my dear, that would be very helpful. I don't see it on my end. I'm not on YouTube like you guys are. So my chat, although I can see the chat, it might have different parameters where it kind of fell off. Yeah, honey, I'm not seeing it. I'm looking and I don't see it. On the top of my chat, the last one I have is Night Reader Tarot saying no lists. I don't see anything after that. Everything fell off above that, I mean. So I don't know what you guys can see on your end with chat, but that's the top of my chat is Night Reader saying there is no list. So please repost and I will get to your question. And in the meantime, we're going to take care of Tasha's third question. So Udita, you are next. Please retype for me. All right. Is Nelson spying on me regularly via a fake Instagram account? Ugh. Let's find out. We're going to go yes or no. We're going to throw down a few just in case we need more. What am I using? What am I using? I'm going to use the, Classic Llewellyn. That's what I'm using. What? All right, Classic Llewellyn. Classic Llewellyn. Judita, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to get right to yours. And then I do have another one who just came in, and I'm not sure who that is, but I'll check it. Okay. Instagram account, Tosh. Is Nelson spying on Tosh? Fake Instagram, yes or a no? We're going to throw down a few, Tosh. So my first, we're going to go from the top because this is a throwdown. Ready? Is Nelson, I almost said Tosh. Nelson spying on Tosh. Boom. 10 of Swords. Okay, we've got some overthinking going on. Maybe you're overthinking. We need to clarify that. I don't know what that means because, let's see, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is something about upcoming challenges, somebody being a hard worker, someone being dependable. That doesn't answer it. Let's do one more, the foundation. So yes, we're going to do one more. We need a yes or a no endgame from the bottom. Go. Yeah. I think the answer is yes. 3 of Swords. We've got something going on. I think that the spying this is swords. So this is communication. That's why I'm thinking social media. This is happening. He's perhaps overwhelmed with maybe what you're posting or what he can't see. This again is about upcoming challenges. That's why I also say that. Somebody who works hard at it. Well, working hard at what? We've got our 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is that foundation, but with more work to be done, which would imply I'm peeking in at you. I don't know where this is going. Things aren't happening. I'm ready to do it. I'm feeling depleted. And then here we go. This is the 3 of Swords. So that was our end game card. We want to end game on this. Is this going to go away soon? Is this a fake Instagram account going to go away? 3 of Wands to start out new. So yeah, so it will go away on its own time. But I do think, yeah, I do think yes. But I think that without any back and forth communication, like you know what their fake username is. You don't be responding to comments like, "Hey, I'm glad you liked it," and it turns out it's them. So it does look like it. But it's going to go away. It's just going to resolve itself. It'll resolve itself. So I don't think there's anything you need to do except for be aware. Alrighty, Judita. Now we've got it. Now we're in business. How does Cigar feel about me? We had an argument 4 months back. Should I text him? Ooh, okay, let's see. We're going to use the, no, we're not going to use that one. We're going to use Deviant Moon. Deviant Moon was waving at me. Okay, Cigar, how are you feeling about Judita? Should Cigar text him? Okay, wait, we got to give it one more shuffle. Whoa, okay, that sucker fell out. I do not pick up dropped cards, guys. Most readers do, and I totally get the logic, but usually the idea is if it falls out, it wants to be heard, but I drop so many. There's no way. It's literally my skill of shuffling that sucks. So I do collect them, though, if I drop them while laying out a spread. I do pay attention to those. But for me, I'm just such a terrible shuffler that that's not correct. All right, let's find out what's going on. Should Cigar text, or should Judita text Cigar? How he feeling currently? Okay, Page of Pentacles again. Interesting. This is somebody who has some upcoming challenges ahead, but ready to work through them and make progress doing it. So let's find out what this is all about. Okay, so should you text him? Yeah, I think maybe you might want to. And I'll tell you why. Our Page of Pentacles applies to all of this. And remember what I said, that's kind of about upcoming challenges, but persevering and pushing through. Obviously, this is a challenge. You guys had an argument about something, so there's that. But then also, it's been on your mind 4 months, you know, it's been on your mind, and I'm sure it's on his mind. This is where we need the fairness. This is temperance. This is the balance. This is what we need. There is always enough. So this is something that says this is achievable, meaning that the balance is there. It's achievable. I don't even know another word to say about that. Here we have our Four of Swords. So remember, upcoming challenges, working through challenges. We have our Four of Swords here, and this is kind of about planning what you want to do next. What are you talking about wanting to do next? Text him. Plan what you're going to do next. That's it. And then here we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is who we all need to be. The Queen, and obviously this picture is a little weird, but this Queen, the Queen of Wands, is what it's all about. This is somebody who takes care of things, who fixes challenges, who keeps everybody happy, who makes sure that everybody's attended to. Things like that. So what this is suggesting is, yeah, you might want to. That might start things going. I want to get another one, though, because I'm not seeing the feelings. This is all just literally telling me the answer about you texting. So that's saying yes. We need to know, how is Cigar feeling about Udita? Go. All right. He's still thinking about you. Still thinking about you for sure. Not sure where to go with it, though. Not sure where to go, but he definitely is thinking about you. We need a yes or a no about seeing if the other cards I was reading was correct. Should Udita text? Ace of Cups. New love. Yeah, you absolutely should. So I was right on with that reading originally. This here is saying that, you know what? Yes, you should text him. The balance is there, so there is a potential for a very likely outcome. Cigar is thinking about you, but not sure where to go. And then I said, should you text? And it says yes. Ace of Cups. Brand new love. Brand new opportunity for love. So yeah. So Udita, I think you might want to get your texting thumbs on. Get your testing thumbs on. Texting, not testing. I said testing. Ooh, well, thank you for your donation. That looks really good. All righty. So we've got Tasha's next question. And, whoops, we have 2 more coming in. So let me see what this is all about. Ooh, I pressed the wrong thing. Big surprise. All righty. All right. That is for my friend Tosh. And this is from Ross Ad. Hello, Ross Ad. I didn't see you popped in yet. How are you? Welcome. All right. So, Tosh, my dear, let us do your question here. You know what? My favorite number is 4. So I like that, you know. I'll tell you what, guys. When I turned 44, I went out on, oh, no, wait a minute. It wasn't when I was 44. It was April 4th of 2004. So it was 444. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to win. I went out and bought a lotto ticket. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's my number. And nothing. But I saved it for nostalgia. And I have it in my little place of keepsakes. So maybe I should go look at it. All right, my friend, let's find out. Oh, that's not even your question. I didn't see. I don't read, guys. I just pick and pick and pick. You'll see the question on PayPal. Ooh, thank you. See, I need instructions. This PayPal used to display the notes before, and now it is no longer doing it. And I don't understand why. When I go into the computer to look at it, I see your notes that you guys wrote. But when I'm checking, I can't do that while I'm on live. But when I'm on the email, it doesn't show them. So, sweetheart, it did not come through. I'm so sorry. So if you could type that again for me, Tosh, and you did already. My goodness. This was the other question, Tosh. The same one I did the reading for recorded. Yeah, let's do it again today, and then I still owe you one. I still owe you one. All right, so we'll figure that out. But that's, when now my... telling me there's a threat on my antivirus. Why? Okay, so Tosh, I owe you one still. We're going to do this one, and then we're going to do Ross Ad, and then Tosh. Unless, Tosh, you want to save it for another time. I will remember this because I wrote a note. We're going to use the classic Llewellyn. All right, so people are getting fired. You've had absences. You love your job. Okay, you've had a few absences, but you want to see if this is going to affect you. Okay. Okay. Classic Llewellyn, if I didn't say that. Is Tosh going to remain at her job? Okay. Tosh. Here is our energy about this spread, or this question. And this is our spread. Whoa, almost dropped him. Okay. All right. Ooh, 6 of Wands. This is very positive. 6 of Wands energy. This is all about recognition. This is all about victory. This is all about things going well and being celebrated for them. So that's an awesome energy. So let's see what we've got here. Great energy. Okay. All right. So we've got our King of Cups here. Remember, this is our energy for all of this. So this is about recognition and celebration and everything going well. So, ooh, why is my phone doing this? Because I'm getting some weird phone call. Okay. So this is our energy. This applies to our King of Cups. Now, this is obviously in response to a work question. So even though these are cups, we're not talking about love, but we are talking about emotion. This is clearly an emotional issue because you do love your job and you're also concerned. So this tells me here, this is where you've been having to take off time. The King of Cups is somebody who is kind of sitting back, taking it all in and watching what everybody's doing and helping them with their emotions. But somebody who's kind of reserved and not reclined. What's the word? Retracting, I guess. There's a word, but I can't think of what I'm trying to say. Retreating, kind of retreat back, meaning not run away and hide, but you kind of just pull back and see what else is happening. Watch what's going on. We've got our new things happening here. Our Magician is all about a new opportunity to start something, to create something. Here, we've got our 8 of Cups. Remember, this is our energy. So the foundation is going well. And I'm wondering, this is about having what you need, but also looking for more. I'm wondering, and this is coming to me really strong, if these people who are getting fired are going to give you more opportunities to do something else that you love. This card is not walking away. It's still got his own cups. He's not leaving he wants them going to find more. Looks like one's missing, doesn't it? Got to get another cup there. So this might be your current feelings for this job, this company, whatever you're doing, but perhaps it's going to open up another role, some more duties, something like that, because all these other people are leaving. So this is looking very, and again, remember our energy. So this is looking real positive. Let's pull an endgame card though. We want to know about the stability. We want to know, is Tosh stable in her job, even despite absences? Is Tosh stable? Go. Yeah, you are, Tosh, my friend. 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Guess what this is? This is about stability. This is about emotional well-being. This is about good times. Yeah. So, that can't say anything more because that's awesome. All right, Tosh, I hope that makes you feel good in terms of your fears and so forth. Use your best judgment, and make sure that you're keeping your eye on it and handling things when you need to and staying involved so that people see that you're still actively caring about your job. But yeah. All right, my friends, now I have a donation from Ross Ad. Thank you, Ross. All right, so Ross Ad, anybody who is new here, I do want to let you know the free portion of the show has ended. We are now wrapping up with donation readings. But I have my show every day at 12 p.m. Central Time, and I also offer private readings. However, if you're not interested in spending any money, go check out my Pick a Card playlist on my channel. I take questions that are similar to the ones I get on the show, so that way there's probably one in there that you might like. So check it out. And thank you for coming by. Please hit subscribe too. I want to keep you in the loop. Okay, Ross ad. You've been managing your mother's money for a few months, and at the end of the year, I have to report on expenses. Is the judge going to continue to give me the right to manage my mother's money? Whoa. All right. Are you feeling like there was kind of a little bit of an unwise expense that's going to trigger some kind of, I don't know, repercussions or something? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that goes, because I also have never managed money for anybody in a legal sense, you know? So I'm not sure. So let's just find out what the cards say. The cards will tell us. The cards will tell us. Okay. I'm going to use Tarot in Wonderland. Managing mom's money. Got to report on expenses. Is judge going to be allowing Roth Ad to continue to manage the money? End of the year. Continue. Okay. Okay, let's find out what's going on. There's our energy, and here's our spread. Okay, so we're looking at some, ooh, the Knight of Wands. This is the CEO. This is who runs the company. This is who takes care of business. This is the one who not only can manage the duties, he sees the future, and not literally sees, but I mean, he can plan for the future to make the right decisions for the company. So the company, what's the company here? The company is your mom's finances. You are the CEO of this company, because it's a company, remember, and you are the CEO. So that's huge. That's really good energy. That looks like a yes. But let's find out what we've got. Okay. All right. So we have great energy for running a business, great energy for making things happen in a positive result. We've got our Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands, this is all about victory. It's about celebration. It's about winning. It's about people celebrating your success. Awesome. We've got our Seven of Wands here next. The Seven of Wands is kind of about having persistence. It's about kind of having things challenged. So this very well could be the judge talking to you about some things, questioning some things, feeling like, something, being questioned, being challenged perhaps about what maybe this was or what that was and so forth. But we have this. This, I believe, is you. This is you, the Knight of Wands, just kind of rushing in there, taking care of business, very brave. This is somebody like that, running in. Okay, so he's definitely got things moving. This is, again, our foundation for success. This is managing the money for as long as you have, whether it's been a year, 6 months, or whatever. You're doing great, so things are going well. You might have a few things challenged, so be ready. So make sure before you go in and meet with the judge, you have done your research, or homework, I should say, done your homework, because you're going to need to think. You don't want any surprises while you're in court. So, you're going to think, where did I spend this? And can I give an explanation as to why, or whatever the kinds of questions you'll be asked. So kind of map it all out. Bring your notes with you. Bring a bullet point. That way you can reflect on what you've done and the rationale for it. Does that make sense? All right. Now here we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is kind of about focusing on what you don't have instead of what you do. For example, look at this guy. He's like, oh man, my cups are floating in the water. I'm so sad. But look at what's back here. There is another cup he's just not seen. So what this is telling me, Ross, is ultimately I do think you will have the right to manage your mother's money. Sorry, something made a noise in my kitchen there, scared me. I do think you'll have the right to manage your mom's money, but I do think you might be challenged on a few things that you're going to have to explain. Something might be coming about that you have to do in order to keep managing the money, but that's okay. And again, maybe it has something to do with this. Maybe you have to prove why you needed to spend money, why something happened. But ultimately, you're going to be reaching for that cup in the background. So that cup means yes. But again, you might have some things that you're going to have to either explain or justify. That's the word, justify. Yeah, definitely. So be ready. Like, take a notebook or whatever it is you like to use and write all that down and really think, what would a judge ask me about this particular expense? The worst thing that's going to happen is you don't get asked any of the questions and you wrote it all down for nothing. Big deal. So you spend a little time. So what? It's better to be over prepared, right? Over prepared is better. Woo, that looks good, Ross-Ad. That looks good. Thank you so much for your donation, Ross. All right. Oops, I got to put a little mark by your name so that I know I did it. So nothing works. Nothing works. There we go. Oh, we do. We have another donation that came in. Okay. Awesome. I believe this is J for Josh. I think it is. Dial J for Josh. Hello. I think all the moderators have left. We are about 45 minutes over, so they think they had to go. So our moderators are gone. I believe I'm not seeing anybody. But I am going to keep going for donations. However, the free portion of the show has ended. Again, you can come back tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central or check out my Pick a Card playlist on my channel page. I have a lot of great questions in there, and one of them may be your question. Or donate. That's the way to do it if you want to be guaranteed. So you have three options. Okay, so dial J for Josh. How are you? You are very welcome, Ross-Ad. Very, very welcome. All righty, where is dial J for Josh? Oh, good. And Tasha's saying, good, you've got your fourth question on there. Or I owe you one. That's what it is. All right. All right. I am not seeing your question, dial J for Josh. But let me see. I got to scroll a little more. Sometimes not seeing things. No, I don't see it. So dial J for Josh. Please add that at the bottom for me, honey. Oh, Mickey Nelson. Whoa, how weird is that? I thought I was super smart and put two and two together. If you're unfamiliar, I have the worst memory in the world. And sometimes I thought I recognized, doesn't matter. That's too funny though. So sorry, Mickey. I did not. Here I thought I was pretty slick, remembering. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. So Mickey, no wonder I couldn't find Josh's question. And dial J for Josh. We've got two Joshes. Are you kidding me? No way. No way. All right, let's do this. We're going to go ahead. I need to see, going to send this in two parts, dial J for Josh. And you just donated Mickey Nelson. There's no way there's two Joshes here. That is too weird. Okay, Mickey, please post your question for me, honey. I don't see it. So we need Mickey and dial J. And I owe Tosh one if Tosh is still here. Or else we can do it next time, whatever you want. Let me see. All right, dial J is putting it into two parts. And Mickey Nelson, I'm looking for your question. All right, dial. Oh, that's not it. There we go. This one. There we go. Okay, so Mickey Nelson, please go ahead and write your question there. And Tosh F has put your next question. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I wasn't sure if you were still here, hon. Okay, so dial J for Josh is first, then Mickey, then Tosh F. And that's the last three donations. Okay, So back to this. A while ago, I worked for my friend's company. He is the owner. He fired me, but I felt like I was a good employee. Not perfect, but good. He fired me and said that I made too many mistakes. Yeesh. All right. And the second part of the same question is, I never made any major errors. Did he fire me because it was completely my fault? Or did he want to save money? It was partly his fault. Josh, that's the first thing that came into my mind too. That's just the excuse to fire you because he needed some money in the business, couldn't afford you anymore, whatever. I don't know, man, especially if this was a friend. He's the owner. You make too many mistakes, but you never made major errors. Okay, we're going to use the Secret Tarot. Save money and partly his fault. Let's find out because, wow, that's kind of crappy, huh? All right. Whoa. Nope, we don't use those right now. Okay, let's go. Here's our energy. We want to know all about this friend. Why did he fire Dial J for Josh? Is this his fault? What's going on? All right, what's our energy? Our energy is Queen of Pentacles energy. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who is a micromanager. This is definitely somebody who gets down there and wants to do things for people and wants it done her way. What does that sound like? So anyway, the Queen of Pentacles is also somebody who loves to plan, but doesn't really have a part B of the plan. So it's like part A, done. Queen of Pentacles. Part B, So usually that's the case. Let's see how it all pulls in. Let's just take a look. All right, interesting. We have the Five of Wands. That's all about working, practicing, getting better. Again, Queen of Pentacles energy is going to apply to all of these things. So this is about micromanaging. This is about not planning. So let's keep going. Well, how does that apply here? We've got the Five of Wands. Well, the Five of Wands is all about kind of learning, figuring things out. This is probably you and the mistakes that you might have made. The mistakes that you might have made. While they weren't major, that's all part of how, things go in a new job, in a new relationship. There are always growing pains. You got to get used to it. And that's how we learn. And if you knew everything, then you would own the company. And guess what? He probably doesn't know it all either, quite frankly. So whatever. Anyway, we have the Seven of Swords here. Our Seven of Swords is all about kind of feeling like you're kind of outnumbered, feeling like there has been something left behind. You're outnumbered. You got to take what you can and go. When I'm saying you, I'm not saying you, Josh. I'm just saying a person. When one feels like things have been taken away. Well, what's being taken away? We've got the 7 and the 8 right in a row. Our 8 of Swords is, again, this is all about being, afraid of things going forward. This is Swords. Swords is the suit of effort or of truth, of communication, of thoughts and ideas. So I'm thinking this is very clear. I think he did fire you because it was partly his fault. Now, there was some kind of fears going on. Either there's some kind of communication with somebody. Did he have a partner? Does he have investors? Does he have a spouse that he needs to, run things off of? I think that this person felt like he was trapped by too many conflicting ideas or thoughts, or too many people talking to him about things. And the way to make that go away is to go away and to get rid of you, because now that's gone. So this goes away. He got rid of you, even though you're working hard and learning. The plan B wasn't there. Plan A was hiring you. Plan B fell through because plan B was being kind of sabotage, not the right word, but the appeal of continuing did not outweigh the stress. So he's talking to somebody, Again, was it an investor? Was it a partner? I think it's about money. Let me do a couple more because I'm not getting it for sure on that. But it's partly his fault, definitely. I see this. I totally see that. But let's find out, what we need to know. What's the end game card? Sum it up for us, please. All right, things are moving quickly. We've got the 8 of Wands. This is all about rapidly changing events. So we summed it up. The rapid change was that you suddenly got fired. We know this. We need more. Why? Give us a sum up of this with the firing. Death card. Okay, because it was time to move on to a new chapter. I'm wondering if this person, did the bookkeeping and, at the end of the quarter or whatever, is going on behind the scenes there. The financials, the profit loss statement, whatever. It was something that came in shockingly like, oh my, we got to do something. We're bleeding money, or whatever. We're bleeding money. So we got to make a change. Here's the death card. So even though you've been working and doing this fine, that was phase 1. Phase 2 goes bye-bye. Phase 2, what's that? Keeping you on as an employee. Had to make it activity-based. No, it has to be something about you. It can't just be like, hey, man, we don't have money. Because you know why? Because then he would be laying you off, which means that you are entitled either to unemployment or a severance and all that. But when you're fired, you also get unemployment. So I hope you know that. I'm not sure if you're in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., I don't know if that's correct. But definitely was his fault. And it was either that he didn't have the right money to afford you and he had to just make it be your fault so that it took the blame off him, or he didn't want to admit he didn't have money. Or for some reason, somebody was right in his ear saying, I don't want Josh here. So I don't know. Plan A was going good. The first part, was going good. And the second half fell on its face. And that's why you got fired. Does that make sense, Josh? Whew, I hope so. That was, I was on flowing on that one. All right. Well, thank you for your donation. Okay. So, Mickey, thanks for your donation, honey. All right. And then after this, I have Tosh, and it looks like Coco Chanel. Coco Chanel, the PayPal notes aren't working for some reason today, of course, to make my life even more complicated. So if you did post your question on the notes, that's exactly what I asked you guys to do. But today and yesterday and the day before, they're not coming through. So if you could type it, I'm so sorry. So we're going to do Mickey, Tosh, and then Coco Chanel. And I believe we're caught up then. Let me just make sure. Coco Chanel. Tosh, I know you. Yes, and Tosh. How funny that I had 2 Joshes. Can you even believe that? Can you even believe it? Okay, so Mickey, then we're going to do Tosh, and then we're doing Coco Chanel. Okay, let me see. I need to do something. I need to write it down because I am Mickey, Tosh, and Coco. Okay, got it. Got it. All right. I think my next purchase has to be a new bendy arm because it shakes and I got to get something new. All right. My friend Mickey, if I go to Russell Sage College in New York, will I make friends and adapt easily? Woo! Let's find out. That's a good question. Let us use, what do we want to use for this? We want to use Druidcraft. That's what we want to use. All right. So if Mickey goes to Russell Sage College, is Mickey going to make friends easily? Will this be a good, easy thing to settle into? We need Mickey to be able to adapt. Okay. All right. Let's find out. This is our energy around the question, and it oversees our spread. There we go. Okay. All right. So 6 of Swords energy here. This is all about leaving one place and going somewhere else that is a much brighter shore. It is about leaving other things behind and moving forward to a better opportunity, a shinier, brighter shore, a brighter shore. I don't know how else to say it. So this is looking good. If this, yeah, it's looking like that. Sounds good. Let's find out what we've got. We've got Queen of Wands, Temperance, and the Queen of Swords. We have two queens. We also have the Six of Swords as the energy, as I said. Swords is this thought of thoughts and ideas. Well, who needs thoughts and ideas most? A student. So there you go. So that's kind of nice to see. The Queen of Wands. If you guys watch the show, you know that I always go on and on about the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, that's who we want to be. The Queen of Wands has it going on. She knows how to get things done. Look at her sitting there in her throne. She's like, oh yeah, I got it. I got it. So this is talking about success. This is talking about settling in and also not just settling in like, okay, yeah, I'm here and everything's fine. No, but I mean being an active participation in making friends. Making friends. That is literally what you asked. And that's what it's answering. So yeah, so far it's looking really good. Here we have Temperance. Temperance is all about the balance. Temperance is about having enough. So, you know, while you're there, I mean, you obviously need to balance out, you know, your studies with your personal life, with your, you know, whatever else you're doing, if you're working, you know, and whatnot, you have to balance that. But this is saying there is always enough. So the balance between your studies, your friends, your school, you will have that balance. It won't be out of whack. So again, that's saying adapting easily. That says a big yes. This, the Queen of Swords, this is your advice from the tarot. The Queen of Swords is saying that you need to be strict with yourself in terms of setting your schedule, making sure you don't run off with your friends and become unbalanced by not taking time to do your homework or your studies or, you know, whatever. Or, you know, you're spending so much time at work that you're disregarding some time for studies or whatever. So this is just saying you just need to be, you know, set some goals for yourself, set a schedule for yourself, stick to it and watch that, you know, be your own boss kind of thing. Like, no, do it right. That's you. But you're the Queen of Wands. You're going to make it. You're going to the other shore. You're going to adapt easily. So I think Russell Sage College is looking mighty fine. Looking mighty fine. Woo, Mickey. That looks good. That one was really clear too. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for the donation. All righty, Tosh. Anise Pisces, boy, I can't talk. What are Anise the Pisces feelings for me? So many S's. I couldn't even say it. All right, Tosh needs to know what Anis's feelings are. We're going to use the Steampunk Tarot. Oh, and the sun came back out. Nice. Nice. All right. So Steampunk Tarot is going to tell us what are the Pisces Anis's feelings for Tosh. Now, here's our energy. Okay. And Coco Chanel, you are up next. You are on deck. Okay. Ooh, feelings for you. The Queen of Pentacles is the best friend, the best spouse. That is, well, Queen of Pentacles, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Queen of Cups. I said that wrong. My brain was on fritz. The Queen of Pentacles is actually somebody who is friendly, who loves to talk with people. All the people flock to her. Like, you know, usually it's well, in this deck, it's somebody walking down the stairs, but she's holding onto the rail, coming down like, yes, here I am, everybody. See her? Oh, so everybody adores her. Everybody likes her, you know, and she has a plan of how to get started on things, but she often doesn't have a plan to follow through. Remember, guys, cards are symbolism. So she's walking down the stairs. She has a plan. She knows where she wants to go. She's walking down. She's holding the stair rail so she doesn't fall. But look at what she's doing. She's not even looking where she's going. She's going to fall if she doesn't look where she's going. So what does that mean? Let's find out. That's our energy. So let's find out how that applies and what we can take away from that. All right. So, okay. So is there something out of whack? Something out of whack in your life, meaning in your personal life, in your regular physical everyday life? Are you trying to decide between two things? Is there a housing issue? Is there a job change coming up? Something like that. This is about somebody kind of tossing two things aside, staying balanced, but trying to kind of juggle two things. Something to do with everyday life. I mean, if a move and all that's not coming up, well, it could have something to do with time, money, energy, something like that. Oh, let's see. He's put me in a third party. He had a long-term girlfriend. So he had a long-term girlfriend that's going back. Oh, I think I remember this now that you're saying that. Okay. Well, there you go. That's the toss-up. That's it. That's the balance. That's the balance that's coming through on the cards. Trying to balance that, figure out what to do, kind of spinning your wheels. This is honest. Okay, that's honest. The Chariot is talking about moving forward. It's also talking about making things move forward at the same pace. Now think about it. This deck, it's a little different because it's theme deck, obviously. But in the traditional decks, it's usually somebody trying to be pulled along by two horses in an actual chariot. Well, the horses are usually two different colors, black and white. It's supposed to be opposites. So it's keeping opposite energies moving at the same pace. Because think about it. If your horses are moving at the same pace, pulls you forward. If one is moving and one sits down, you're not going anywhere. If one is going this way and one is going that way, you're not going anywhere. So this is about balancing and getting on the same page. I do think something is being tossed up there, something to consider, something that's being, mulled over, trying to juggle two things. Okay, now the Ace of Wands. This is all about a new opportunity to grow. So I see what you're writing here. You feel his energy all the time, but you cut this off in April because you don't want any of this. Yeah. I don't know if you were here yesterday, Taj. I told a story. I won't go into it. It's too long for now. We're at the end, but it's not really that long, but still. Anyway, there was somebody that, had bad energy, but they were a bad boy. I kind of wanted them for some reason. I don't know. This is 10 years ago now. But anyway, I didn't want too much drama. He was going through a divorce. I didn't want to go through that drama. So I said no. Anyway, eventually he persuaded me. We were dating. And it turned out he wasn't going through a divorce. He never was going through a divorce. He was married and he was cheating on his wife with me. I felt like a big piece of crap. I had no idea. I just thought I was avoiding baggage of getting a divorce. And here, little did I know, his baggage was on his back the whole time. So I applaud you when you don't want any of this drama, baggage, BS. Recognize that. And you know what? People, I don't know. When people show you who they are, believe them. All right. So Ace of Wands, that's the new opportunity to move forward. You said you cut this off because you didn't want anything. Look at the Ace of Wands. Look at where it's going. It's going, handing it up here, handing it up here. But it's certainly not going this way, is it? No, it's not. So an opportunity plan, the first part of the plan might have felt good. It might have felt like you were going to be together. Then the last half just fell, and it fell because you cut it off, because obviously there's another person in the picture. I think you are super smart, and it really kind of pisses me off that people think they can do this to other people. Just want you to be sitting on a shelf waiting for him to take you down when he wants you to, right? All right, we're going to give it another shuffle. We want a little bit more for Tosh because this isn't, is this worth pursuing, you said, and I think it's a big no, in my opinion. But let's see what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say. We're going to go bottom of the deck. I gave it a shuffle to refocus the energy. Go. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity and something else in your life. We've got two aces. You've got other things happening. You've got to move on, my dear. Time to move on. Let's see. Is that correct? Please tell us. Are we right? Queen of Swords. You got to get real with yourself. You got to get real with yourself. Got to get tough with yourself. You got to know what to do and do it. Yep. And you got two aces. Get rid of him. There you go. That's what you're going for, sweetheart. That's what you're going. You get tough with yourself. You set the tone. You don't let anybody treat you like that. If you're not important enough, if there's a decision to be made, like, oh, do I want this one or this one? Then the decision is easy because I'll make it for you. The decision is get the hell out of here. You know, if you have to decide between two people, if he needs to decide between them, screw that. Oh, that got me all hot and worried. Okay. Now, that got me all hot and bothered, Tosh. I don't like it when people mess with my friends. You guys are all my friends. I do care. Oh, Night Reader, hello, you're back. Coco Chanel, let's see your question. And thank you so much for your donation, sweetheart. Let's find out what your question is. Should I stay in my relationship with Kurt? Will we work out? Let's see. What do we want to use? We want to use Secret Tarots. Should you stay in that relationship with Kurt? Let's find out what's going on with Kurt and your relationship. Coco Chanel, will you work out with Kurt? Or should Coco Chanel cut bait? Cut bait. Right off on that boat into the future where things are better. Okay. Let's do one more. I got to get one more. Okay, let us see what we got. Okay, so what should Coco Chanel do about this? Let's find out. King of Wands. We keep getting court cards and wands. Man, oh man, this is strong. This is strong today. You guys are all on fire. I'm getting these cards. This tells me that all of you guys are bringing that energy in. We've got the King of Wands. All day we've had wands, court cards. That's it. That is huge. Okay. So let's find out. Should you stay in your relationship with Kurt? Now, this is our King of Wands, and the King of Wands keeps everything in order. So King of Wands is the good. And I got to tell my son, hold on, I'm so sorry. My dog is freaking out, and I got to tell my son to let the dog out because otherwise it will distract me, and I can't focus on anything. Let's see. There we go. Please let DOG out. Okay. There. Sorry about that. It was going to drive me insane. I can't concentrate. Okay. So, will you work out? Should you stay in the relationship? This King of Wands is saying that, you know, everything is in order, meaning like keeping the whole. Now, imagine if he was the boss of a company, he's the CEO. He's got to deal with all the different people, all the different departments, where it's going, what's happening, where the money is, and so forth. So this is, you know, the energy of this. So this is telling me that there is potential. So this here, how does it apply to our reading? The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is all about kind of refocusing your objectives. Yeah, refocusing where you're wanting to go with it. Yeah. Here we've got the Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. We got two twos next to each other. What is going on today with numbers? Twos are for balance, partnership, duality. So this is about a partnership. This is the partnership. What's going on in the partnership? Well, there's a lot of juggling going on, a lot of being caught between two different ideas. It looks to me like you guys are not on the same page about something, but this is our king. This is our energy. So because you're on two different sides, this to me says there is still chance to smooth that over. Now, if we're talking about a cheating situation or something a little bit, you know, no return, can't return from that kind of situation, you know, that kind of thing. That's not what I'm getting, though. I'm getting more that it's like a being on the same page about the direction of your relationship or understanding each other's emotions or, you know, something like that. You're just not on the same page, trying to balance it and then kind of just being stuck, feeling between two different, a clash of ideas, you know, that kind of a thing. The reason I say that there is a potential to kind of make things happen is this is about refocusing your energy and your plan of attack. I know you're not attacking. It's not like war or anything, but what are you going to do next? Refocusing how you're going to take this. Our king energy is telling me that things are good. And there is, even though being caught between, there is still this positive energy right there on top. So I think, you guys are not on the same page about something. You need to refocus your energy. I want to get another endgame card. I like to get a little more sometimes. Sometimes it's not as clear as others. We need a yes or a no. Bottom of the deck. Is Coco Chanel going to work out with Kurt? Oh, I can't even see. What have we got here? Ooh, we've got our 7 of Cups. All right, so it looks like it's about being unable to choose. You're not afraid. You have a fear of making the wrong choice. Obviously, that makes sense because clearly you asked the question. So let's get a little more. I understand that she is not able to choose right now, so tell me some more, please. Go. All right, starting off on a new journey. Starting off on a new journey. Well, this answers it both ways. Again, we're stuck here. Either A, you're going to fix it and refocus your objectives and start off on a new journey, or B, it's not going to work out and you're starting a new journey. So we need more. We need more, my friend. Let's go. 4. Okay. All right. Now we know what we're doing. Okay. So this is the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is not wanting to see what's right in front of you. So this to me shows me that there is a chance that you two will be just fine. I think what the tarot is suggesting is you are not on the same page about something, and I don't know what that would be. I mean, obviously, if it's major things in life, I mean, obviously, like I said, deal breakers, cheating, that kind of a thing. But refocusing your objectives, like how you want to move forward with this, what's important to you. Let go of some of those things that are not so important that you might argue about. Have you heard that saying, pick the hill that you want to die on? Meaning if you were in battle, like say in the Civil War times, here in America, back in the 1800s, pick the hill you want to die on. Are you going to stand there on the little hill and say, that's it, I'm going to fight to the death to protect this little thing? If it's not worth it, there's big hills that, I'm going to stand up and stand my ground on this big hill. But remember the little hills. Is that the hill you want to die on? That kind of a thing. If it's something major like cheating or another kind of terrible thing that is going to be hard to overcome, you got to really look at that. But the cards are suggesting that it does look like you have the potential to work out just fine. However, you do need to get on the same page, and you need to get out some of those things out in the open if they're not. Yeah. Coco Chanel, I hope it goes well for you. Good luck, my friend. All righty. So let us see what else we have. I think we caught up on our donations. Let me just double check one more time. That was for the last one was from Coco Chanel. Yep, we did. All right, my friends. So thank you for being here. We are going to wrap it up. Keep in mind, I am here every day at 12 p.m. Central Time. These are free questions selected randomly. If you want to guarantee a reading or just bump up in line so you don't have to wait, donations in any amount, it will guarantee you a reading. As for tomorrow, it's Friday. We're going to have a fun day. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Let's get this off the screen so I can do my cool video on the way out. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking coolness, huh?